The legs
I can smell all of the smoke, all that love and positivity, that shit is a joke. I should dead them all, my heart ski down slopes. When you did piggy bank, everybody wanna see you broke, bro. Me and snakes don't lip lock. I don't think the feet look good on me like flip-flops. I know if I spit it, it belongs in this Ziploc. They know I'ma kill them, all they hearing is tick-tock. Your time is up. Where there's fire, you see the smoke, yeah. I know liars, I seen them fold, yeah. I'm so tired from all these souls, it's done been a good year. My tires don't leave the road, yeah. Are they serious? I seen liars that testified on their oath, I hear. Rappers not living out what they wrote, my peers. Ought to be studying, taking notes. How you hate me to the core when I keep your ass afloat.
Get started with the episode today. I just wanted to talk to you real quick about my friend Patrick Spicer over at Hybrid Human Performances. Hybrid Human Performances is a state-of-the-art training facility located in Lincoln, Nebraska, with reputable coaches that can take you to the next level. Each training session is designed to and for the athlete to be successful in their sport. Notable Hybrid Human Performance alumni include cornerback for the Chicago Bears, Lamar Jackson, Seahawks safety Deontay Williams, Nebraska Cornhuskers quarterback Casey Thompson, and Lincoln native Noah Walters, quarterback for the North Alabama Lions. If you want to take your game to the next level, contact Patrick with Hybrid Human Performance at 307-321-8365 or shoot him an email at Patrick, Patrick, at hybrid-hp.com. Enjoy the episode.
So, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Oscar Galindo. I'm back with another episode of The Official Visit. This time I'm joined by two Lincoln area, rising athletes. They both play for the Red Wolves. I got 2024 wide receiver Thomas Davis. He plays for Lincoln North Star. And then I got 2025 wide receiver slash athlete from Lincoln Northeast. I got Dupree Pleasant. How you guys doing today, guys?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good.
Yeah, I'm doing fine.
Good, man. I was Thomas was telling me a little bit about you guys have like PLC day and you guys get out a little bit early. That's pretty nice, huh?
Yeah.
Get a couple extra games of Madden in, huh?
Yeah.
No, I'm just playing. So then, kind of we'll just jump into these kind of just pregame questions, warm-up questions, I guess if you want to call it that. First one I have for you guys is, do you guys have like a pregame routine? Do you guys have maybe you got like certain drip you gotta wear, or maybe you gotta take a lap around the field, or something you do before the game starts?
I have to wear a leg sleeve and an arm sleeve on the opposite hand. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it just something that have you ever had it have you ever not done it and you don't play very well?
Nah, it has to be the
It has
opposite
to
side.
be. Yeah. What about you, Thomas?
For me, I listen to Youngboy before the game, and I always like to pray before the game as well.
Yeah.
And that's really about it.
Is there a certain order you do it in? Because you gotta listen to Youngboy and then you start praying. That's you gotta calm yourself down a little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
So I listen to Youngboy or whatever is in my playlist to the game, and then we have to put our phones away and stuff.
Okay.
Like an hour before the game or something. So then after that, I pray, and then I just relax myself, and get in the right mindset.
Sweet. So then, you kind of touched on it already. You got, your artists that you listen to. Do you have any songs, or do you guys have any songs that you guys listen to specifically that kind of get you pumped up, or if you need to get yourself pumped up, do you guys have that go-to song that you guys listen to?
I Came Through by Youngboy.
I came through.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. How about you, Dupree?
I feel like anything Lil Baby. Like Lil Baby just gets me hyped before the game.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, those are two dudes that will get you there, man. Get your mind right before a game. Get you where you need to be. Uh, so another one here I got is you guys you guys play for the Red Wolves. You guys travel quite a bit. So you guys probably spend a lot of time with each other. On bus, van, whatever it is that you travel by. Who's the funniest guy on the team, or who's the guy that is like, oh man, like this guy's gonna, like kind of just likes to, I don't know, keep things light, I guess if you want to call it that.
Us two, between us two.
No, like on the Red Wolves team, like when you guys are traveling, like who's the one that's like, oh yeah, I gotta make sure I'm on his van because it's gonna be a fun time driving up.
Probably Genesis or DJ. Yeah, they're goofy.
Yeah.
Always up late at night trying to freaking, I don't even know. It's crazy. Running in my room and stuff. Yeah.
Eating snacks and stuff at like midnight.
Running in my room trying to hit me with towels and stuff.
It's like, bro, we got a game tomorrow, man. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I was trying to play Madden. They ran into my room with towels, hitting everybody in the room.
You're gonna have to get back on that one.
Yeah.
So Genesis and you said DJ, kind of those guys.
Yeah, I agree on Genesis, but I also say Javaria.
Yeah, Javari is crazy.
Yeah. Always up to something, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. So then kind of the last one question I got here is you guys are both from Lincoln. You guys got a lot of good places to eat out there. But what would be one spot you would recommend we have to go that if I'm out there, checking out a game or whatever it may be, what's the spot I have to go check out?
I say La Paz,
Okay. Well, what kind of food is that?
Mexican food.
Okay. Yeah, nice. What do you get there?
I get some tacos, rice, and virgin strawberry daiquiri because that's tough.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they don't really got any like desserts there, so that's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah. Sounds good, man. I'm always down to try some Mexican food.
I say Chipotle. Keep it
Chipotle?
simple.
That's your go-to?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess I don't know. I guess you probably are you pretty firm on that, or would you also like if you see it if it's like too far away, are you willing to do adobo, or are you strictly Chipotle?
Strictly Chipotle.
Strictly Chipotle? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Well, what do you get there?
I just get a steak burrito.
Steak burrito. Okay.
Yeah.
Classic. Can't go wrong with that one for sure. All right. So then, yeah, I guess that wraps up the warm-up questions. We'll kind of switch over here, talk a little bit about the 7-on-7 team you guys play for, and that's the Nebraska Red Wolves. Coach Tank out there and all those guys. They've been putting in a lot of work. Kind of get you guys up and going. This is your guys' second year in operation. Or I guess before we get into that, how did you guys specifically kind of get into or come across, I guess, the Nebraska Red Wolves? Did coaches come up to you guys, or were you guys looking to join a 7-on-7 team and they were available? How did that come about?
For me, I joined last year around this time actually.
Mhm.
I was just working out with DJ, and he was like, you want to come join the 7v7 team? I didn't even know there's a 7v7 team in Lincoln. So I was like, all right. So I came, and then the rest is history. Just joined the team.
For me, I was in between two teams, and then the Northeast Twins really hooked me in Red Wolves, so I just fully committed to Red Wolves.
So, you guys kind of it seems like you guys kind of got, put on by like teammates and stuff. So then from that year one to this year, I know it's still early in the season. You guys just did your first tournament, and we'll talk about that. But how do you, just in practice, just in the way, just everyday, I guess or everyday life is for the Red Wolves, how has that changed, or how, have you seen growth from year one in the team to year two?
Yeah. So last year our team was a lot smaller, and we practiced for an hour longer. So it was more of like a compact, I guess, community, I guess, with the team. And now this year we have a lot more people and a lot more talent, so it's more spread out, but we're still connected in the same way. So that's what I like about this year.
This is my first year with the Red Wolves, but when I'm practicing, I hear a lot of that there's more competition and there's a lot more people and just stuff like that.
And Thomas, like you said, having more numbers this year, do you feel like that's how do you feel like that's helped you in your game? Now you guys, when I was out there, you guys had, guys from like Waverly, a couple guys from like Norris, I believe, and all those places surrounding Lincoln. Now joining you guys, how have you felt that's helped the team improve?
It's definitely helped us improve because we have more people from different, I guess, backgrounds and different coaching styles and stuff like that. So they came in trying to show what they're about as well with to the coaches as well as the people who played last year, trying to keep their spot and all that. So um, I think it's just great time at practice, every practice, great environment, good energy, every practice. Yeah, I think it's really helped us.
Yeah. So then, being one of those guys that was there last year, uh, how do you feel like, I'm sure people probably look at you as, probably one of the leaders on the team, because you're going to be, and I know there's still a couple players that are like seniors, but, you're going to be a senior. So I know they probably look at you as like one of the older guys, one of the leaders on the guy. How do you kind of, take on a leadership role, or like, what do you do to make sure that, you guys are staying on track. You guys are, keeping it, making sure you guys are competing at the best of your ability.
For me, I just want to make sure that no one is trying to interrupt our culture that we built. Because you know how last year was smaller, everyone knew each other, everyone got that great connection, and we got all these new people coming in, and they could ruin that in some ways.
Mm-hmm.
So me and a couple other people like Bay, and Carter, we just like to make sure that everyone's more connected. The new people are connected with the old people, and we're just no toxicity, like no one's toxic or anything like that. So,
Yeah.
we can have competition, we can trash talk and stuff, but like no toxic, like nah, nothing like that. So
You guys have those boundaries kind of set, like, we can, joke with each other, but we know business is business kind of deal.
yeah.
Definitely. So in Dupree, as like you mentioned, this is your first year with the Red Wolves. How do you feel? What are kind of like your first impressions so far? I don't know how long you guys have probably been practicing, probably close on 3 months or whatever since tryouts. Kind of what are your first impressions? How do you feel? Like how Thomas said, the older guys try to make sure that you guys, were like received, and making sure that no one's kind of letting egos bud and all that kind of stuff. So what are your thoughts?
Well, my first impression when I first started practicing with the Red Wolves is that there's a lot more competition, and they're gonna help me get better. And just like some DBs like Dave and Donald constantly pushing me to better myself and better my releases and stuff like that. And when he was talking about nobody interrupting the coaches, at the start there was a lot of talking when the coaches were talking, but now when the coaches are talking, nobody's talking, and that's just how it is.
So then, you guys have, kind of how mentioned there a little bit, like, the coaches like paint, like making sure players are like listening to coaches when they're speaking and picking up on those tidbits. You guys have, like you guys have a pretty solid coaching team over there. You guys have a lot of players that have spent a lot of time playing high level ball, in all, levels of the game. Talk to me about how they've kind of, what it means to you guys having those guys, coach you and, help bring you guys up as players.
Yeah, like Coach Rob, Coach Perry. Um, Last year he was my main coach. Well, he still is the head coach, but he was like my main coach then. And he's really like I think he's really the person who brought us together with the culture and all that. And now this year we got same coaches as last year, but we added a lot more, like Coach Sweeney, who played Nebraska in the 90s. And he really brings that winning attitude and culture to the team as well. And then you got other coaches that just their personality just, it's a great time to be around them and all that. So
Yeah, I would have to agree with Coach Sweeney. Like Coach Sweeney makes sure that if he teaches us a drill, he makes sure that we have to get it right as soon as he teaches us, because he knows at the higher levels there's no mistakes, there's no room for error, and he tries to perfect our form the first time instead of making mistakes later on. And then I like all the drills that the coaches do, and they make sure we get the drills right before we move on and stuff like that.
So then how do you feel this is like since joining and, getting that, that coaching and all running those drills and all that kind of stuff, how do you feel like that's kind of developed you as players?
the drills that we do at Red Wolves, they're high level in my opinion, because I worked out with Coach Zoe, and then now coming back to Red Wolves, it's like pretty much the same things, just blended together. And I know for sure there's a lot of people who came to Red Wolves this year, and already in like 2 months or so, their game went higher. So they're a lot better players now. I think that's just great overall for the city of Lincoln and high school sports in general. So
I feel like when I first started coming to Red Wolves, my routes were still a little bit sloppy, my cuts are sloppy. But just this short amount of time I've been with Red Wolves, I've already seen improvement in my routes, in my catching, and my ability to get off the line, and just sharper cuts and turns and things like that.
Shifting over here, this past weekend, you guys, the Red Wolves, I believe you guys sent like 3 teams for 18U, right?
Yeah.
18U, 3 teams. So you guys were well represented, and you guys did a great job representing, Nebraska and, the Nebraska talent we have out here. It's Prep Redzone's first year putting up a 7-on-7 tournament. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it. I was hoping to, but it just didn't kind of work out. But I would love to hear what your guys' experience was with it. Kind of just with the setup of it. How was it run? How did you guys like when you guys got there? Like what, I guess kind of just the rundown of the event.
we came in. I think it was that Saturday morning. We came in like early in the morning, like 9 a.m. And I think the event was definitely a great event. There's a lot more teams, a lot more better teams in general, because it was a Prep Redzone event. And I like how the fields were kind of spread out, but you can still watch both games at the same time, like both fields at the same time if you wanted to. It's a lot more different than last year's tournaments, in my opinion, the ones that I went to, just because there was just a lot more people there. So
Yeah, I feel like I really enjoyed the tournament, especially it being my first time going to a 7-on-7 tournament at all. And I just really love how high the competition was. Like if you didn't play as a team, you didn't really do so well. But once you play as a team, you start to do well and develop more with your teammates. And the competition was just very high, and that's what I like.
Do you guys want to talk a little bit more about like what kind of level of competition you guys saw out there? Were you guys playing some pretty elite guys out there?
Yeah, our first game we played a team that was just mainly 3 stars or above. We lost to them by a touchdown. And then the next game we played a team with like 2 or 3 3-star, 4 stars, and one of them was actually he was a 4-star edge rusher, just playing 7-on-7, whatever reason. We beat them. Actually, that organization, that was their only loss. Like all three teams, that was their only loss was to us. So that's pretty cool. In the third game, we played a team from Colombia. I don't know about them that much, but we beat them. So that. Then during the bracket play, we played a team that was ranked third in the nation 2 years ago. That was high level competition. Um, we lost sadly by a touchdown. The refs didn't call it a touchdown. It was a catch, but it's whatever. Refs were selling us the entire game, the entire tournament. But it's whatever.
My team didn't have as much luck as Thomas's team. We went 0-3, but I feel like we played the same team that they lost to by a touchdown, and I feel like the DBs on that team like really pushed me to like create space from them and get off the line better because they were jamming. And all the DBs there jammed, and it would just help me get off the line and help me push the deep. Like during the mindset, I'm just thinking, don't nobody can guard you throughout the whole route. And then, yeah, we didn't win no games. My team didn't win no games up there, but it was just so fun. We were just all having a blast on the field. Like we were still competing to get the win, but yeah, we didn't come out on top.
Yeah, I can tell like the corners even last year. The corners now are a lot better because it was Prep Redzone, but they really put you in the mindset that you can't go easy on these people because if you take one play, you go easy on them, they can dog you the entire play and make everyone just laugh at you. So you just got to lock in every play and really just lock in. That's all it is. Just really lock in.
And yeah, like you guys said, there's crazy talent out there. Thomas, sounds like your team had a little bit better luck than Dupree's, but from what I saw, it seems like you guys all still like. I know it's a team sport, but individually, I saw a lot of pictures of head taps and catches over people and all that kind of stuff on Instagram. So I would say you guys probably had just good outings in general. Like you said, even if you didn't come out on top. But do you feel like that kind of knowing you played against high level guys and knowing you guys played well against them, does that kind of give you like a little bit of a confidence boost as you head on, throughout the rest of the season, not just with the Red Wolves, but as just as an individual player?
Yeah, for sure. This is probably going to be one of the hardest tournaments that we go to for a while. And then leading on to high school, not a lot of high school teams press and play man like the entire game, like 7v7. So even when they do, it's good to know that you already had that experience. And most 7v7 games, the corners hold the entire time, so you really know like how to get off of corners. So it's just really like, I'm blessed with the experience to do that. So
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, at the very start of the tournament, I wasn't doing too well. Like I was getting open, but I just wasn't doing too well. And during the end of the tournament, when I started catching a lot more balls and like realizing that I can actually compete with these guys and actually beat these guys in coverages and stuff like that, that's when my confidence started going up, and I started going after the ball, catching more balls and stuff like that. And then, like Thomas was saying, there's not a lot of high school DBs that I know that press. I probably got pressed one time all of my last year's season, but it still helps you to know the spacing, where you need to be at for the route, like where to break at and stuff like that.
So then, kind of like, from there, talking about how it helps you, kind of learn different aspects of the game that you may not see every day. Kind of using that to transition over to, you guys as players, Thomas, you're entering your senior year. You're kind of a player that's still, we talked a little bit before we started the interview. You dealt with a little bit of injuries last season. You're kind of heading into that senior year, that off season before the senior year, where you kind of want to get your name out as much as possible. What are you doing to improve outside of 7-on-7 to boost your name up a little bit and kind of get on those radars this offseason?
yeah, so I work out with Slap Performance, who they train like Nebraska athletes. and other high school athletes as well. And they really helped me get my form down and get faster. Just straight line 40 speed and agility and stuff like that, side to side speed. And I think other than that, it's just high school workouts as well, and then 7v7 stuff. And I work out with I'm trying to work out with Coach Zoe and Coach Hunter as well, who are my high school coaches. We're gonna do it soon.
So then Dupree, you're kind of in a different situation. You still, you're only heading into your junior year. You're 2025, so you got a little bit more time left. But from what we've seen, we think you're a player that, we've seen a lot of players kind of bust out, in that junior year off season. That off season kind of going into junior year, and then really building that momentum during that season. What are you doing to, kind of, how should I say, kind of like deliver on those, expectations a little bit this off season, and like what are you doing to also improve so that once you come out next year, you pop out on tape?
Well, run down through my weekend before I started recovering from my injury was Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'll go to school workouts. And then after school workouts on Mondays, I'll go to speed workouts with Coach Eli with speed. And then on Tuesday and Thursdays, 8 to 9, I'll go to a strength and conditioning coach. His name's Coach Grayson. And then those Tuesdays and Thursdays are my really hard days because he really pushes us past our limit. And then Mondays, I really love going to speed training because I love trying to get faster. And then other than that, we'll just do school trainings, and then I'll obviously go to the field with my teammates and try to better myself with drills and stuff like that.
Sounds busy, man. It sounds like a busy schedule. And then, balancing everything else on top of that. So yeah, that's awesome to hear, man. So then, kind of talking a little bit about, you guys and your guys' teams. Last season, North Star, I didn't check the records. Lincoln North Star and Lincoln Northeast didn't necessarily have the best seasons. You guys are both have really young teams. Kind of both teams are kind of still trying to mature and find their footing, offensively and all that kind of stuff. But what are you guys doing individually to kind of help bring up that success with your teams in next season?
Oh yeah, for North Star, all of us, especially the wide receiver group, we're all really connected because Coach Zoe really makes sure that we're all connected and we're like a brotherhood. So other than that, we just hang out a lot, do our things, and I don't know a lot other to say other than that. Yeah, because we just have our own school workouts and our own personal workouts as well, and then that's pretty much it. I don't know.
I feel like I'm gonna have to step up this year with the twins leaving. So I try to get everybody to workouts and stuff like that. And me personally, I got way closer with all the coaches, like letting them know this is how the players feel. And we do this and that. And then the the coaches just ask for return, like better attendance, better grades and stuff like that. And then I try to give them ideas on how we can make the workout funner and more entertaining so we get more people to show up and actually work and not just sit there and mess around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think at North Star, we really built that last year. Coach Thompson really built the grades part of it. Like if someone's messing around, getting kicked out of class or having bad grades, that we're all like there to let them know, like, hey, you gotta get better. You gotta do better for us. Just not only for yourself, but for the team as well. Because we're all a family, and in a family, if someone's not doing the right thing, you got to be there to make sure they start doing better.
Yeah. So then that's kind of all I have for you guys. The last thing I do is I kind of let you guys. Last thing I do is I give the floor over to you guys. Give you guys a chance to give out some some thank yous, some shout outs, all that kind of stuff to coaches, parents, families, friends, people that have kind of helped you come along the way as far as you come as, players and, just people in general?
For me, let's say thanks to my mom. She's been working a lot, make sure that I can do 7v7 and stuff. I want to thank um Tank because he really helps me just overall and just life. Coach Thompson, Coach Zoe. I got Grandpa. He's been there, and my God, Grandma. They've been there for since I was born. My brother, because he's been really helping me get into camps and stuff. I think my friends Will Khan, because he's really he's been sending me coaches to DM and stuff. And just my friends in general, because they really help support me and stuff like that. Anyone else? I want to thank I don't think my trainer actually, because my trainer he really locked me in, just to be better overall in life and just working out in general. And obviously, I want to thank God because I would not be here without him. So,
I want to thank my mom, my grandma, my trainers. I want to thank all my teammates for Red Wolves and L&E for pushing me to go further. And then I really want to thank my coaches, Coach Shaka and Coach Boyd, because they got me. We got so much closer, and they let me know I'm here right now. And if I want to play at the highest level, I got to be here, and I got to stop messing around, and I got to do this. And they just give me the basic rundown of things. And yeah, that's really all.
Yeah, I really gotta thank the Red Wolves, bro. Last year, that was the best team I've ever been a part of. Last year's Red Wolves team, this year as well, because it's just even more connected. I love all them boys, all the coaches. Every coach is cool. Don't have a problem with anyone on the team. It's a great time.
Yeah.
I'm just blessed, honestly, because you don't really have. Some people aren't lucky enough to have a team where just everyone's connected. They're a brotherhood for real. So
Awesome to hear that, man. Awesome to see, you guys, year 2 program already, starting to, make some noise and, helping you guys develop and, building, like you said, building that brotherhood and, making people from like all over the place, different, coaching styles, different towns, all that kind of stuff, bringing them all together and, being one. It's great to see, and it's like you said, it's good for Lincoln, good for Nebraska sports. So, yeah, I think that's all I got for you guys, man. I appreciate you guys taking time to do this. Hopefully I can get out to a couple more practices and let's check you guys out at a couple of tournaments maybe later on in the season. So, yeah, man, I'm looking forward to keeping up with you guys.
thanks, man.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
All right. Appreciate you guys, man. Yeah, take care.
Sitting clean, it's quite stainless. Born with the identity, I'm feeling like Matt Damon. I didn't put these hours in, I couldn't be stuck waiting. I don't see nobody that is worthy, I gotta take it. I didn't see so many buy they hype and try to fake it. I don't set the bar, I'm on the go, I gotta race it. Triple K, they know the kids.